I'd like to thank Fun Film Distribution and Seville International for providing us with the film this morning. And we are so pleased to have Maxime Giroux back at the festival. He was last here in 2014 with his film Felix et Mera, which won an award at the festival for Best Canadian Film. This one is a chilling indictment on the American dream. It asks if we live in a hostile world, can we retain our humanity? And it is stylishly dark and has a very chilling appearance by Sarah Gadon. So in any case, we're very excited to have it. I'm pleased to welcome Maxime Giroux.
Thank you. Merci. Thank you very, very much. Well, I'm happy to be here. Also, you said it, but early in the morning like this is always incredible to see people in the theater. Try to enjoy it, and we'll talk after. Yes, I guess yes. Q&A. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So we'll open it up for questions, but Maxime, you know, your character seems trapped in this very violent, hyper-capitalist world. Does this reflect how you feel about the times we're living in right now?
Totally, yes. For sure, it's a little bit dramatic, or I don't know, a little bit. I'm going far into that, you know, but I feel like that, and I also personally feel like that in a way. It's probably my most personal movie. I do a lot of TV commercials to make a living, and I guess that
that's what it is.
Yeah, yeah, totally. And also there's also this thing of I feel that cinema is change right now, you know, and I feel that more and more it's a business, and it's normal. I mean, it's 2018, but I feel that it's more and more difficult to do what we want to do deeply, because we always have to answer the capitalist side of cinema. So that movie was just like, I want to do whatever I want. I want to be free, and I want to be, you know, not thinking about money at all.
That's amazing. And did you feel like that poses more challenges to getting a film made?
Well, we started to do the movie without any money. We had zero money, and I said, let's do a movie. And the more we were developing the script, we found some personal money with the producer, my money, and then we start to shoot, and then TIFF came, and hey, we are interested into that, you know, Greenbird also, and so it was pretty easy, you know, to do in a way. You know, we didn't do like the normal Canadian way of doing film, which is writing for 3 years, rewriting for the distributor, Telefilm, and all the other people. I was just like, I know that these normal people normally they won't like the script. I just want to do it, and let's do it. You know.
Great. Yeah. And I want to ask you about the Charlie Chaplin kind of connection, because obviously the character embodies that in some way, and you've also made reference to The Great Dictator, the 1940 film.
Yeah, well, it's there's a lot of different aspects of it, but the first aspect for sure is the speech of in The Great Dictator that was made 78 years ago in 1940, probably written in 1939. But anyway, so it's almost 80 years ago that Chaplin wrote that. And when you read it and when you look at the film, it's like, oh my God, nothing changed. Nothing changed. 18 years after that, a war and all those things, you know, we are still there, you know, and we are still trapped into this, you know, and we all want that to change, but we don't find a solution. We are like, we are a witness of that, but we cannot do anything.
Sure. You know? Yeah. Are there any questions out there? Yes, right here. I'll repeat it. So the question is, why did you choose to set it during the Second World War?
it's not really into the Second World War. It's not a real time piece. Is it that in English? Yeah. Movie, because there's a lot of anachronism. The car is a 1950 car. The music sometimes is like 1990 music, even 1970 music when the woman is singing with the guitar, and I didn't want to do again. 80 years ago, we were talking about that, and in 2018, we're still talking about the same thing and trying to find solution. And so that's why I didn't want to do a real time piece. It's 1942 or 49, and my desire I had that desire to say, hey, it could be any time. So,
and do you consider this to be dystopian in a way?
In a way, yes. Like the archive that you see with the broken face, it's the first war, from the first war. So I didn't want to. So yeah, it's a kind of past movie, but in the future. But right now, it's like, and I didn't want to do something really specific, And also, I feel that in cinema right now, in television and Netflix and stuff like that, I feel, and maybe I'm wrong, that everything has to be always explained, and then I hate that. I hate that. No, but you know what I mean. I feel that all the words that the characters say is for you to understand and feel something, and I wanted to do something that I hope I achieved that. It's really more rare and rare in cinema in those years, which is like just feel something, and try to understand something the way you want to understand it. Yeah.
Question right here.
At what point did you decide in the process, was it development or production, to do something that essentially has Western landscapes in a 4x3 aspect?
So the question is, at what point, was it development or production, did you decide to shoot in the southwestern landscape? Was that the question? And also in a 4:3 ratio?
So for the southwestern, it was at the beginning of the even before we wrote the script, because capitalism is started in the West in a way, with the gold, with the gas, the petrol, also with Hollywood. Hollywood is the propaganda of this beautiful dream, which is like America, a capitalist, So till the beginning, it was in those, and it's beautiful, the West, California, and it's beautiful landscape that they destroy it, a little bit, like we destroying all, like in Alberta and stuff like that. But there's something else. But I didn't change anything of the landscape. I just I just put my camera there, and this is real. Nothing has changed, I had no money to change anything, So I wanted, in a way, this film is a witness of some landscape right now in the West, and some train station that are still there and stuff like that. Then the aspect ratio, it's not really 4:3, it's 1:37, which is the aspect ratio of Academy in around 1940. So normally it's more 1:33 in those times. Right now that people do, we did 1:37, which is a nightmare for the post-production.
And can you talk a little bit more about the development of the visual aesthetic for the film and what you were thinking?
Again, I did a lot of TV commercial, music video, and stuff like that, and all my for that subject, for that film, I thought we're talking about a society where they're trying to how can I say that, to sell you something. You have to be like this. You have to take place into that society, or if you don't do it, we gotta find a way to do it. And this is marketing. This is advertising. So we wanted to do something colorful. We wanted to do something appealing. We wanted some, like what is
seductive?
Seductive,
yeah.
But under this, it's like I feel that this world is violent in a way, that they try to make you believe that everything is beautiful, but under it, they sell you that product that destroy everything. You know what I mean. I know it's simple, but um, and but so I wanted to be seductive, and the character Philippe, at one point, he decided to fight against that. So this guy would come with the cigarette, and he's trying to sell the product in a different way, the more like, hey, in the seductive way, and that's all we live in our world. Every day of our life, it's like this. That's what I feel. I don't know if I'm clear, but I'll try to be.
Yes,
I'm trying.
yes, clear. Yeah. Huh.
Lovely, disturbing film. I'm curious, what was the beginning for you of this idea to start the character, start with the speech? What led you to start the story?
So the question was, first off, it was lovely and disturbing. And what was the beginning of the idea, the genesis for the project?
Sometimes you make film because you cannot make other films. I was after Flix and Mira was kind of a success and I didn't get money to do my next film. So I was like in a weekend I was like, okay, I'm quitting cinema. I don't do cinema anymore. I don't want to fight against anymore. And I remember that idea of Simon Beaulieu about the movie of draft dodgers in the States, who do like Chaplin contests, But it was like a $8 million, $10 million film, which is impossible to do in Quebec if you do author film. So I called him and I say, well, I love your idea that you proposed me a few months ago, but I cannot do it like this, but I need to do a film right now, like in the next month. So let's try to do that, but without money, like $0, And so let's have Charlie Chaplin in the West, and let's write a script, about that. And that's how it started, and then the guy who wrote with me, Flix and Mira, came, and we were three, and we wrote that pretty fast. We didn't want to be like a perfect, it was I wanted to do it,
How fast is pretty fast?
4 or 5 months.
Oh yeah, that's fast.
Of writing, and in 1 year everything was done.
Wow.
Yeah, in 1 year.
Wow.
Yeah. So and it was kind of special because we didn't have the actor. We were in Nevada in the motels waiting for actors, and so the actor, is he free? Oh no, he's not free. He's gonna be in 5 days. Okay, we're gonna wait for him, And then 5 days after, the actor arrived, and okay, let's shoot, And so it was like a big student film with people who really are professional, and it was fun to do. And it make it. Je me suis réconcilié avec le cinéma. I love cinema again now.
Amazing. That's
To
what
do
we wanted to
cinema.
hear. Yes. Any other questions out there? Yes. So the question is about Chaplin, because often in his movies, he goes through these terrible things, but then he gets on at the end. And so the question is, do you see Chaplin as a figure of hope?
For sure, yes. But even if Chaplin, the character struggle, and in this film, but also as a person, he was called a communist or something like that, and so yes, for me it's hope, and his speech also is hope, and the film started with that speech, and yeah, for sure, yes, and I mean, I don't feel that most of the characters in the movie are bad people. I feel they're just trapped in that system, and they have to do it because if they don't do it, they're gonna die in a way.
It's like survival of the fittest idea.
Yeah, and I think I feel that most of us are into that situation in a way. We're.
Questions? Yes. Yeah. How did you get such a great cast with not a big budget?
I have good producer. First, they are the Nancy Grant and Sylvain Corbeil. They produce also Xavier Dolan movie. So and they were there. You know, the producer was pushing Dolly and stuff like that. You know, they're a good producer. You know, it was a student film. So because of that reputation and because also of my film before, people were like excited about doing a film, like not an industry, you know, doing just having fun, you know. So first we got Reda Kateb, who was a friend of the producer, and then after it's easy to have other people in the movie. Yeah, so that's basically how it arrived. Yeah,
Questions?
and they wonderful people. All of them, they were just like so much. There was so much generosity on that film. You know, on every part, actor, technician, and yeah. We should do movie like that more. You know, I should do movie like that more.
Yeah. Any other questions out there? Yes. So what do you feel has developed your sense of morality that developed into the movie? Where does that come from?
That's a interesting question, and the sense of morality and what developed that? What? Mm, mm.
Where do you feel it comes from? Like your
Yeah.
thinking or
Yeah. I think like I said before, I think that most of the people are good people, but like this system made us like I don't know if I can answer that. It's
Yeah, I mean, I think
I think I have to sit with you and you know
Yeah.
and think about it but it's complex question, I think, and profound.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? Yes, up at the back.
Yeah, mother, you know, and you don't want them to know that you're not feeling so well, you know. Yeah, the mother, well, yeah, mother, woman, it's always what, when we are lost, we come back to our mother, and they are always there to help us to be strong again and to be who we are again, also, really are. And I think that guy is Philippe is trying to come back to something that he is really, and I feel that this character is lost, you know, and he wants to come back to something real. And what is real is the mother, you know.
Beautiful. Maxime, can you tell us about the sound design? Because it's so striking, and also your song choices.
Yeah, well, the sound is so much important in a movie as much as the image. We work a lot. They did a great job. We work a lot on doing post production sound. There's a lot of, you know. I wanted to do something a little bit unrealistic, you know, just a little bit too much, you know. So we work a lot with that, and then with the musician, we try to do something a little bit disturbing. You know, something where yeah, you know, malaise. What is this word? Sorry, uneasy. Thank you, thank you. You know, something uneasy for the spectator, just to feel like, oh my God, is it a horror movie? It's a little bit horror-ish, you know. And yes, so we work a lot on that, and it's funny because the scene with the salesman, I went there 3 times before shooting, and it was empty, nobody, no sound. It's like perfect, you know, crystal clean. I arrived there. It was a big holiday for American people, and there was RV everywhere, people partying, and there was like the army was doing like a test with their plane, and I have like the actor who was playing in the big TV show, American TV show, had one day. I had one day to do 11 minutes of the movie, so it was like a nightmare, you know. Wow. And we did it. I think we did it, and well, it's in the movie. Wow. But yeah, that's fine.
Great. Maxime, thank you so much. That's all the time we have.
Thank you.
Thank you for
so much.
the beautiful film, and thank you for coming.
Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.